again, this is another example of something that is kind of exciting, that you have to have a land of volcanoes. Now, let me just introduce you Dr. Jeffrey Wynn. Now, his name is Jeffrey Curran Wynn. He's currently a head up there in Vancouver, Washington, over 72 different. I've got some other credentials here about him. He's amazing. He's the past president of all the organizations. They've got asteroids named after him, okay? And so I'm telling you, his credentials are impeccable. And he makes this statement that we're going to read right now together here. He says, "The account given in 3 Nephi 8 in the Book of Mormon is a scientific report. All 72 volcanologists at the USGS Volcano Observatory would agree. The sequence of events are extremely accurate. Much of the information recorded was unknown to scientists in 1830. To believe that the account given in 3 Nephi occurred anyplace else," and his reference was the Pacific Rim, and you know the Ring of Fire around, they call it sometimes as well. There are 33 volcanoes in Guatemala, as an example, by the way, and he said that it could occur anywhere else, and I found that interesting, is ridiculous. No volcano eruptions of any significance east of the Rocky Mountains has occurred in the last 10,000 years. It's not about just earthquakes. They just had a little quake there, I think, back east. It's about volcanoes. And if you're going to find the lands of the Book of Mormon, you need to find a land of volcanoes. He says, all volcanoes begin with molten lava, which rushes to the Earth's surface and creates a shaking of the surrounding territory. Once the magma blows through the vent and into the air, it creates a great storm, tempest, earthquakes, powerful winds traveling hundreds of miles an hour ensue. The concussion blast can be heard as far away as 5,000 miles. Lightning resulting from escaping gases will flash through the air. Now, he goes through and he goes verse by verse, starts at 3 Nephi 8. He says about the great storm, and he gives an explanation on each one of those. Let me jump down. Thunder from the ground. These are called Raleigh waves, which are concussion blasts, which are caused by the volcano. And then he talks about lightning. He says, and there's a unique kind of a lightning. He says, it was not discovered until 1979 in the Iceland quake that lightning was associated with earthquakes and volcanoes because, and what's interesting in the Book of Mormon, it says that they experienced lightning such as never had been known in all the land. So now I was just down, I was down there 2 weeks ago, and it was lightning. So they're used to that kind of lightning. Well, then what kind of lightning would they not be used to? The lightning that comes from a volcano. And it's the gases and the combination of things. And he said it wasn't until 1979. Anyway, Dr. Curran goes through, Curran Wynn, W-Y-N-N, goes through it. He talks about cities sinking, the burning with fire. By the way, he said it doesn't even have to come close because that magma and some of the pyroclastic heat that comes out of that is 600 degrees. I said, you don't even have to get close to a city to set it on fire. And he said, but the blast itself going by would just set things on fire, like Zarahemla that would be burned at that time. Anyway, the question is, where are the volcanoes? If we're going to find the lands of the Book of Mormon, we need to find the land of volcanoes. And as 3 Nephi 8 then becomes evident,